Hey, what's up guys? This is Everyman Tech. So we finally got the iPad Air 4th generation on the channel. So before we get into all the intricate stuff, let's first get into the unboxing. Now when you first take the iPad out of the box, the first thing you notice is the beautiful color of your chosen iPad color on the front of the box, just like you would in the iPad Pro and all the other products as well. Now the main thing that you will notice is the fact that I have the green color, which is pretty awesome. So you can see all the vibrant colors and all the colorway and color schemes, and everything looks pretty good. Now on the sides of the box, of course, you have iPad Air 4 on both sides, and you have the Apple logo on each side. So pretty uniform, pretty standard for Apple, and just everything that you expect from their packaging, you'll definitely see it on the front cover. Then when you open the box up, the first thing you'll be greeted with is the iPad, of course, itself. Now the iPad will be in its protective covering, and of course you have to use the tab, peel it back slowly without ripping the package up, and then voila, you'll have your iPad. And when we put this to the side, the next thing you'll notice too is the paperwork and all the other stuff inside the box. Now for the first impressions. Now I can definitely say that I love that the has that beautiful square design, which fits really well in the hand and it doesn't really add too much weight to it. And also too, what I like about it is the black bezel around the front screen. Now, of course, you know, we have the new iMacs out with the white bezel, and a lot of people didn't really like that, but I'm very glad that on this iPad Air that they actually kept the black bezel instead of the white. Now, another thing that you'll notice too is that you have your 7 megapixel camera on the front, and you have that beautiful 12 megapixel camera on the back. Now, when we get further along the video, I'll definitely be showing you how the video and the picture quality looks with using the iPad Air Generation 4. But also too, that you'll notice is the fact that just from firsthand, you can definitely tell that the layouts of the buttons are definitely well placed, because no matter if you have it on the square side or or vertical or horizontal, no matter which way you have the screen oriented, you definitely have a convenient way to reach all your buttons, as well as utilize the magnetic port for your magnetic wireless charging of your Apple Pencil 2, which, let's say if you had the tablet in the horizontal position, you'll have it conveniently on the top, or if you have it in the vertical, it's conveniently on the side, and the magnetic is really strong and you don't have to worry about it really going anywhere. So definitely from first impressions, that I can definitely say that the build quality is definitely there, and this should make for a really good using experience when I actually get into using the iPad Air 4. Now for the main features. Now the first thing we definitely gonna have to talk about is the new A14 Bionic chip that is installed in this iPad Air Generation 4. Now, what is so important about that CPU, right? Well, if you got the iPhone 12, either whether it's the regular 12 or the 12 Pro versions, you'll definitely know that that same chipset is installed in those phones as well. So just how that chipset made those phones powerful, you'll definitely have that same power in this iPad itself. Now, the main thing that you'll notice too is that you get 40% faster CPU power, and on top of that, you get a 30% faster GPU, which is definitely much faster than the previous generation before it. Now, what will you actually be able to expect from the CPU chip and an A14 Bionic? Now, you will definitely be able to faster edits, faster processing, and just everything overall will be much faster and more efficient. Now, another thing too, which is a bonus of having this A14 Bionic chip, is the fact that you will be able to really take good video in 4K and edit in 4K. And on top of that, you will be able to take advantage of enhanced machine learning, which will allow you to go through apps faster, which will actually be able to automate a lot of your normal scrolling through apps and usage and all that good stuff, and your editing photos, for different sites like Photoshop, video editing software, anything you can think of. With that enhanced machine learning, you'll actually be able to take advantage of the full potential of the A14 Bionic chip and really get a lot of good work done. Now, of course, we're not going to compare it to the iPad Pro, as the iPad Pro is in its own league, but with the iPad Air 4, you will definitely be able to get a lot of major stuff done without the hassle of carrying around maybe a MacBook, or or if you don't have the budget for an iPad Pro. Well, with the A14 built into this iPad Air, you definitely be able to take advantage of some real power. And another added bonus of the enhanced machine learning being utilized by the A14 Bionic chip is the fact that you'll be able to tackle simple and complex projects at the same time. So definitely have the power with that A14 bionic chip, and that's definitely the main feature to think about when deciding to purchase this iPad Air for yourself or for somebody else. Now, the next feature that is definitely important in terms of security and convenience itself is the fact that this iPad Air definitely utilizes the Touch ID. Now, we're all familiar with Touch ID was using our MacBook as well as our iPhone, so you will definitely be able to use that same functionality and the convenience with your iPad Air Generation 4. Now, why is Touch ID so important? Well, you'll definitely be able to, one, unlock your iPad with ease and really quickly and efficiently, and most importantly, securely. So, and you'll also be able to securely do your Apple Pay purchases just as you would with your iPhone or your MacBook Pro or MacBook Air, whatever one you got. So you don't really have to worry about that. And again, especially for, like, say, for college students who are always on the go and actually want to make sure that you have that good added convenience and security of being able to get into your iPad securely, but really fast. So in case you want to hurry but take some notes down, or you want to make sure you have it secure just in case you actually leave it somewhere. Well, you definitely, with that Touch ID, you'll definitely be able to have that peace of mind that your iPad will stay secure, as well as being able to unlock it at a moment's notice, to take notes, look at some content, write down some documents, or just create a project in a pinch without the hassle of trying to remember your PIN number and everything like that. Or let's say if you forgot it and you have that extra backup of having that Touch ID, which it won't have, nothing that you have to remember. There's no password. There's just your fingerprint and your authentication, so that way you can just get into it. Now the next feature, which is a great feature that I was highly surprised, especially in terms of an iPad, was definitely will be the 12 megapixel camera, which is located on the rear, and the 7 megapixel camera located on the front. Now, I did mention before that this iPad definitely can shoot in 4K, and with those 12 megapixel camera, the quality is definitely there. I would definitely say that I was highly surprised how well the quality was in terms of an iPad camera, because we all know in the past that these iPads were definitely not known for their camera or their video taking, as we always use our phones or DSLR of some other manufacturer of some sort. But with this iPad Air Generation 4, you will definitely be able to get some surprising shots and take some good surprising video. So definitely look at the clips that I put up here, and you definitely be able to see the quality of the videos and the photos. And the video was shot in 4K, so if you was wondering. So definitely you would definitely see some low light conditions where I took, and some definitely regular light conditions. So if you're on the go and you out with some friends or anything like that, and you just don't have your phone handy, but you have your iPad and you want to take some quick photos and a quick video for memories or for a project that you're working on, you can definitely get those done with the iPad Air 4 generation camera, and you have that peace of mind that you'll definitely be able to take some good, decent photos and video. Now, for the next feature, which was definitely one of my most favorite features of all, was the fact that this iPad definitely works really well with the Apple Pencil 2. Now, if you're not familiar with the Apple Pencil 2, just quickly, which is what is different from the first generation, is the fact that the Apple Pencil 2 is wirelessly charged, and it can be charged via your iPad by connecting it to the side on the magnetic port on the side of it. Now, that's a great added feature, especially in terms of the first generation Apple Pencil, where you actually had to utilize a lightning cable and attach to the wall and separately charge it, versus being able to charge it on the device itself. So why is that important? Now, let's say if you're in class and you're definitely looking for something to take notes with, and you don't want to be, or in a coffee shop, and you don't want to have that hassle of having to carry around multiple cables. Like, you already have to charge your phone, you already have to charge maybe your laptop, and of course you have to charge a tablet. But with that Apple Pencil 2, it charges to your tablet. So if let's say you're charging your tablet, your your Apple Pencil, since it's connected on the side of it, will be charging with it as well, which is also a great bonus to the fact that it automatically syncs it to the iPad once it's connected. So there's no lag, there's no issues or anything like that as far as getting able to take notes on a moment's notice, or just being able to take some good drawing or making on a project or something like that. With that Apple Pencil 2 and the integration between that and the iPad Air 4, you definitely have a great experience as far as being creative and being productive at the same time. Now, before we talk about some more features, we definitely have to mention the display, which is the most important, right? Of course. Now, with this iPad Air 4, you definitely be able to take advantage of the liquid retina display. Now, on the 10.9-inch form factor, this display is completely awesome, and you will not be missing anything as far as quality or vibrance and as far as color and resolution with this iPad versus the iPad Pro. Now, the main things that you will definitely be able to take advantage of with this iPad Air is the fact that this thing utilizes P3 wide color for a wide variety of color options when you're doing your artistic projects, and definitely the True Tone with feature, which is the iPad Air's version of, let's say, TV calibration or anything like that. But you'll definitely be able to use the true tone colors of humans and objects alike to make your graphics and make your pictures and everything, illustrations, look vibrant and as real as possible, as if you were looking at it with your own two eyes. So with that liquid retina display on a 10.9-inch form factor, you get that true tone technology, as well as the P3 wide color for a variety of color options, so which will take your art projects and anything else that you're working on, and even looking at content and video, and which pretty much make it look more vibrant, more realistic, and just a more enjoyable experience for you and or whoever else is watching it. All right, now for the magic question: to recommend or not recommend? Now, given everything that this iPad Air can do, and also what's the available accessories that you can buy, like the Magic Keyboard, the Smart Folio, and the Apple Pencil 2, I can definitely highly recommend this iPad for anybody looking for a good, reliable tablet that you can take with you to jot down notes, scroll through emails, do some art, some editing, video, music, photo, what have you. You can throw at anything you can throw at it. I definitely highly recommend it, especially for the price. Now, the main thing that I love about this thing too is the fact that with this 10.9-inch screen and that small form factor, which is not too small where you can't really enjoy like looking at videos or anything like that with it, I can definitely recommend it because as far as in terms of traveling or putting this in your backpack, a briefcase, or just carrying it in your hand while you're on the go, I can definitely say that the weight is definitely not heavy at all, and it makes this thing super easy to transport, especially like in the backpack, especially for our students who are on the go to class to class, and you want to hurry up, grab stuff, and you might not even have time to throw it in your backpack. You just need to grab it and carry it. Or like in the coffee shop where you can still have space on the tabletop to do your work, jot down stuff, especially if you're using the keyboard or not using the keyboard. And also, in bonus to that, with that 10.9-inch screen, you can definitely not take up too much space with it, as you don't really this thing doesn't require a lot of space, where you can pretty much get all your stuff done without cluttering up a bunch of your space with your books and everything like that. So in the nutshell, I highly recommend this for anyone, even as the first iPad, as this iPad is a great medium between the 8th generation, which is the most basic, to the iPad Pro, and in terms of price, it fits squarely in the middle and at a comfortable median. So I definitely would highly recommend this iPad Air for anybody looking for a good iPad that it can carry for years and years to come. So all right, guys, that's the end of the video. I definitely want to thank you guys for taking your time out of your day or evening to watch this review, and I hope you got some good insight on the iPad Air 4 as far as the specs, features, and everything that you can possibly do with this iPad. So if you did enjoy this video, definitely I invite you to hit the like icon to show your support to the channel, and I also would like you to subscribe to this channel if you definitely got some value out of this video and you'd like to see more reviews like it. And also too, definitely be on the lookout for the iPad Air accessories video, which I will detail and talk about in detail all the different options available for the iPad, as far as the Apple Pencil 2, the Smart Folio keyboard. I'm sorry, not the Smart Folio keyboard, but the Smart Folio case, and the Magic Keyboard, which I'll break them down in detail, and so give the differences, so that way you can really build that perfect package when purchasing this iPad Air for the first time. So again, I want to say thank you again. Thank you guys for supporting the channel, and I much appreciate it. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.